boys and girls. It's me, Mrs. Arpin, ready to do another lesson with you, another art lesson with you. I did first want to say thank you so much for all your efforts with the piggy and elephant drawings. It was so heartwarming to see those pictures come through every day, and it made me smile every day. And seeing you work with your parents and your brothers and sisters to do this project together just was fantastic. It just made me have so much joy in my life when I would see those drawings. So thank you so much for doing those. Parents, I can't thank you enough. You should be really proud of yourselves. This is tricky and you're doing an awesome job. I don't have little ones at home anymore. But I'm so impressed. So thank you for your efforts. Today we are going to learn how to draw an ice cream cone and a cupcake with a little silly spin on it. And the two optional links that you'll see on this document, one is a link to just a real pretty slideshow about this artist named Wayne Thiebaud. He's one of my favorites. He paints these just really beautiful pictures of pies and cakes and treats. He's considered a pop artist, which is interesting because some parents might and kids might know about Andy Warhol, who did the Campbell soup cans. So it's different than that, but still considered pop art because of the kinds of things that he decided to paint pictures of and the time in history that he was painting. So there's a link to that, and then there's also a link to 100 silly drawing prompts. They're just silly drawing prompts. I think one of them is like draw a Pop-Tart lifting weights. Super silly. Feel free to look at that as an option if you just need more ideas or want to get your mind going and your imagination going. There are some really silly prompts on there. For today, we're going to start with the ice cream cone. It's step by step, just like Piggy and Elephant were. You can always stop the video if I'm going too fast or if you just need to catch up. And then I'm using a marker because it's nice and dark and then you can see it on the video. But certainly if you have a pencil and a paper, that's fine. Kids had lined pencil and paper, perfect. People used colorful paper, perfect. Kids recycled paper. Any of that could work. Sorry, my cat was distracting me. Any of that could work, and everybody's was great. If you have color it in. If you don't happen to have color at home, it's okay. Pencil drawings are very valuable and awesome as well. Okay, I'm going to scooch this down a little bit, and then we will get started. So the first thing we're going to draw is an ice cream cone. And what we'll start with is a V shape, uppercase V on the bottom. And that can be sort of biggish if you want to make a nice big cone. And then we will, I'm going to make this a little longer. And then we will just make it into a triangle. Okay? Now, we want to draw some lines on the cone to make it look like a waffle cone. So instead of going this way, I'm going to go what's called on a diagonal. And I'm going to make stripes that way. You can put them closer together, farther apart, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to do it the other way. And now we have a pretty cool looking waffle cone. The next thing I'm going to add is my ice cream. I'm going to add 3 scoops. My scoop on the bottom is going to be big. I made my line kind of wobbly because when I think about how ice cream gets scooped, I feel like it gets kind of lumpy, not always like a perfect circle. So I like to make mine kind of lumpy. This one I'm going to make just a little bit smaller, and this one I'm going to make smaller still. Now, I have never in my life had an ice cream cone with a cherry on top, but when you're an artist, you get to have what you want. So I'm going to put a cherry on top of my ice cream. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit silly here. And we're going to add some eyes to our ice cream. So you could do a circle and another circle for the eyes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dot. If you'll remember, that's called the pupil. And that makes things really pop to life. And then I'm going to put a silly mouth. I'm going to put another face on this scoop. But I'm going to have them get a little bit more goofy as they go up. So for this one, I'm going to put a circle here. And I'm going to put a circle here. Don't forget the pupils. And this one, I'm going to make a little surprised. And remember how we did that with the eyebrows? We can go, what? We'll worry. And then this one is going to have his mouth screaming open. I'm way up at the top. Then I'm going to make a tiny face up on the top. Okay? Now, I want to make it look like my ice cream is jumping. Let me scooch this. So watch this. I'm going to make a springy line. And then I'm going to add some arms. You could add your arms by the cone. I think I'm going to add my arms by the cone. I'm going to make a straight line out, and then I'm going to make like a finger shapes. Blump, 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 blump. Like a glove. It's almost like a glove. And you can do hands any way you want. I love the way kindergartners and first graders make hands. And then over here, I'm going to do it again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add action marks. To maybe make it look like the arms are moving around a little bit. Like going, ah. Okay. And now I'm going to color in, for the last part, I'm going to color in the inside of the mouth. This one I think I'll put a tongue. And add those eyebrows wherever you'd like. And there you have a pretty silly looking ice cream cone. I'm going to even write this word. B-O-I-N-G. I'm going to write it again. B-O-I-N-G. B-O-I-N-G. How about some exclamation points? Do you know what that says? It says boing, 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 boing. So it kind of looks like they're jumping up and down. Now, if you don't want to do the cartoon version and you just want to make a really beautiful ice cream cone that you can color in, you can just skip the arms and skip the faces and skip the words, and then you can just make yours like a beautiful colored in ice cream cone. So you have like a silly version, and then you have the plain version. So you would just stop before you start adding the eyes and all that silly stuff on there, if you just want to have a regular old ice cream cone. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how to draw a cupcake. So for a cupcake, I want you to make 2 lines going down like this. They're about the same size. 2 up and down lines. And then here's something that's kind of neat. When you join your 2 lines, I want you to make like a little bit of a smiley face. And what that's going to do, here I have a bottle of paint here. That's going to make it look like it's round on the bottom, like a cupcake is a round shape. On the top, instead of connecting these with a straight line, I want you to connect them with a zigzag line. make big zigzags or little zigzags, doesn't matter to me. So 2 lines, smile, a zigzag, and then watch this. Do you know how cupcake papers have those like zigzags in them? Now if we take from each point and we draw a line coming down, that's going to look like those cupcake papers. That's going to be kind of cool. And now I'm going to draw mine to look like it's got a lot of frosting on it. So I'm going to make rainbow arcs. 1 rainbow arc, 2 rainbow arcs, 3 rainbow arcs, 4 rainbow arcs, 5 rainbow arcs. Now you could leave that just as your beautiful cupcake. You could add sprinkles. You could put a little flag on the top. Maybe it says happy birthday. Whatever you think would look nice. And then if you want, you could also make it silly. So for this one, I'll turn this sprinkle into an eyeball. And how about this one? I'm going to make that into the eyeballs. And I'm going to make this one into the mouth. Then I'm going to put 2 lines and then this guy's going to have his hands on his hips. So I'm going to make a rainbow arc and another rainbow arc. I'm going to do the same on the other side. 1 rainbow arc, another rainbow arc. And then I'm going to go boop, 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 kind of like the elephant toes to make it look like his little hands are coming around his oh geez, excuse me, technical difficulties, to make it looks like he's going like this. Okay, so funny, silly, makes it look a little cartoony. Again, if you don't want to go the silly route, you could just not put the eyeballs on there and you could make it more realistic looking. You could color it in with beautiful frosting if you have access to markers or crayons. You could do anything. You could have a party. You could draw a party. So looking forward to seeing what you come up with these silly drawings. I miss you so much. I just wish we were in our room at Little Prairie, but you know what? We're going to make the most of it with these funny drawing tutorials. Bye.